Time to chores. Cows are hungry.
Today we're going to start working on this 1945 John Deere A. I don't know the history on like where it came from or how long it's been in the family, but it's been here for a long time. Yeah, my dad said even when he was a kid, I lived up at my brother's place a mile north of here, and it always had a mounted corn picker on it, and it just sat in the shed, and all it did was pick corn. And I put it on auger this summer, and it smokes. And as you'll see, I used a bore scope and looked into the pistons, into the combustion chambers. The pistons are broke. I don't know, there's something goofy going on with carbon buildup on the head inside there. I don't know, I'm really curious to get the head off and see, but the goal this winter is to rebuild the engine and change fluids and paint it. Today's day number one. I did take a bunch of the tin work off it and power washed as much of the tractor as I could because I wanted to make sure that it was as clean as I could get it, being we're going to paint it. You know, it'll never be clean enough. She's dirty. They always are. But see what we can do. It's a lot better than it was. So the seat is not original. As you can see, it's all bolted, welded together. It's supposed to have a pan seat. But this was put on because we have an electric starter, and that is one reason why I'm choosing to do this tractor this winter, is because I don't like hand starting tractors. It's when I was 20, I didn't mind winging the flywheel over. Now that I'm in my 40s, oh, I'm sure I could still do it, but I don't want to. So I like this tractor because it has an electric starter. So I deem that usable. Not that I dislike or don't want to use hand start tractors. I just don't want to hand start them. And what I found with them is the more you use them, the easier they get to start by hand. So use one every day, they fire right up. If it sits all the time, it takes a lot. So we have here, I did not wash this, there's some bird poop on it. What we have is this can also be hand started. You put this in so you put the steering wheel into the flywheel, and that's how you hand start this girl. And then when it does take off, these cogs in here, I don't know if you guys can see that, but they're tapered, so when it takes off, this just comes spinning out. So the radiator core leaked, and as you can imagine, years of leaking, the corners, the bottoms were just full of crap, just like this stuff, just packed in there. And I want it as clean as can be, and I knew it leaked. I made the radiator a gusher and completely ruined it. Like, not that it didn't need a new one, but the goal was to get all the crap out as I could. There's still some underneath this fan shroud, but I'll have to take it apart here. But first thing we're going to start with is we're going to start draining some oil. Start draining this tractor. We're going to start with the rear end, transmission oil, and the engine oil. I believe I did change the engine oil this summer, so I expect the engine oil to be pretty decent, but I know the rear end oil is god awful nasty, at least on top when I checked it. Fun fact about Model A John Deere's is they use something called thermal siphon, where they use, I guess, physics. They never had water pumps. This is some add-on piece. I'm gonna take it off and put it on a shelf, and my kids can throw it away when I die, but I'm not gonna use that. But a thermal siphon system uses physics too. As heat rises, what we get is the hot water comes up and it just uses the energy of the hot water to circulate. No water pump. So, and I don't like this. Someone has cut the fan shroud. So I'm gonna see if and then it's rusted out down here. As you can tell, like I said, it was full of crap. And apparently it's been full of crap for a long time. Hoping I can find a new fan shroud that's reasonably priced and not astronomical. If it is astronomical, I'm gonna have to either use this one as is or do my best to try and make it better than it was, but we'll see. One thing is, a Model A Deere, they made a lot of them. So, but in 2025, the parts just keep getting harder and harder to get. So let's get on to it and let's start draining some oil. So right there is the transmission plug. There's actually two plugs there. We'll take that plug out, and there should be one back here for the rear end. Yeah, right there. There's a big one. I don't know if you guys can see that. We'll take that fella out too. I don't know when the last time this plug has been turned, but we're gonna get it. Oh, geez. It's barely at all tight. That's shocker. I got an 1.1" socket, and we are going to take this off. So we're gonna use a floor jack here to try and catch the old girl, bring her down easy. Ooh, nice. Double lock washers, I love it. I don't know why I'm not using the impact, but I'm not. So let's see if we can get these pails under now. Oh yeah. Water. She had some water in her. Not surprising. Smells like gear oil. Oh shoot, she's filling up. Oh, looks like chocolate shake. Looks like deliciousness. You can even see water coming out with it. Oh, and sludge. Much needed. Gear oil that's brown, like calf scour brown. And look at that. Doesn't even look like gear oil. Need a little floor dry. Let that bad boy drain there. As well take these two plugs out. Let's see, 5/8. Let's see. See what comes out of here. Water. Pretty nasty. A lot of water. I like linoleum countertops, easy to clean. If I ever build a new house, getting linoleum countertops. Just ask my wife, I'm all for them. Okay, where's the other plug? Right back here. Oh, tail can hit both. Whew. Just water. So this here is the gear reduction cover. Must be where you fill it. They usually have a plug. The newer ones have a plug for a level too, but I don't see one on this one. Oh boy. Need something smaller than 3/8. She ain't got nothing in there but water. Poor girl. Oh, maybe it's just sludge at the bottom. There's something in there. I'm gonna try and run this zip tie in. Oh yeah, it's sludge. Come on. Oh, look at that. Gross. Hope you guys can see that. That is nasty. More water. Ugh. Disgusting. It's pretty much just water coming out right now. Let's drain the engine oil out of it. So we got a 5/8 wrench for the engine oil. This shouldn't be bad because like there ain't much hours on this. There's a little water in it. It's worse than I thought it would. Milkshake anybody? Yeah, that looks like milkshake oil for sure. I know it's got coolant in the engine. What we have here is a very old John Deere wrench for the sole purpose of removing plugs. Let that bad boy drain. Oh, see what this stuff looks like. Nastiness. I'll just have to wash out the pipes and because the head's going to machine shop, the block's going to machine shop, taking the radiator core apart. The pipes are the only thing that won't get cleaned up. So, poor old girl. Well, her time to shine is coming. Wash my hands here.